Hello guys, it is great to be here with you on the Squiz. I am Seymour and we sure missed you guys.
Oh yes, we did. Hope you all are enjoying your weekend. Well, I remain Nancy and trust me, we have loads of juicy news and gossip for you. So get yourselves ready as we take you straight to the headlines. Omoni Oboli defends her choice of outfit to see the president. Don't stand by a broke man. Toni Payne warns ladies. Seun Kuti thinks married people should be made to stay together till their kids are 18. Nigerian graduate holds up sign card advertising himself and gets a job interview.
Interesting,
Very
I must say.
interesting.
Well, more news. Nigerian celebrities joined the viral ice bucket challenge. I was hospitalized after my marriage ended in less than a month. Comedian Princess opens up. On-air personality Toolz talks about when she got her heart broken. Nigerian actress Uzo Aduba wins Creative Arts Emmy Award.
And on the foreign scene, Sylvester Stallone's 92-year-old mother still works out. And on our random segment today, US groom-to-be fakes own death to avoid wedding. Then in case you missed it, we bring you a roundup of pictures and videos that caught our attention.
Also, you don't want to miss our top 5 countdown for the week. All this and more we'll bring to you right after this break, so stay with us.
Káàbọ̀.
Meet one of Nigeria's famous batik designer, painter, textile designer, art educator and gallery owner, Chief Nike Davis Okundaye. She is known for her colorful batik and paintings that offers a modernist gloss of traditional themes. Now, most of us love Omoni Oboli as an actress. I mean, she is really adorable and talented as well. But recently, the screen diva debuted her first attempt as a producer-director in the movie called Being Mrs. Elliot.
Well, the Nollywood actress got invited by President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan for a private screening of her movie. And as usual, we expect to see pictures of it all. But something about the picture since it got out has created a lot of talk by her fans. First, some people highly criticized her dress, though others are of the opinion that the angle of photograph was what caused the exposure people are talking about. Meanwhile, others claim she got some money from the president.
Well, during an interview, Omoni speaks on her dress saying, and I quote, "I styled myself and I thought the outfit was appropriate because there was no vital part showing. Sometimes the angle with which pictures are taken can portray certain things you do not have intention of portraying. The truth is that people are bitter, and when people are bitter, they try to look for a lot of negative things in every positive thing. My true fans know who I am and my intentions when I'm doing things."
Well, then she goes on to clear the air on if she got a package from GEJ. In her words, she says, and I quote, "Before the screening, they asked me what I wanted, and I said I didn't want anything, but that the president and his people should see the movie and give their blessings. For me, that is good enough for the industry. The first time I ever saw the president was at his brother's burial ceremony, which I attended. I don't know him from anywhere or personally."
Well, she went further to say, "During the event, President Jonathan said the government didn't have money to give me, and he said this in front of everybody. So if anybody is going aside to say something else, they are wrong. I returned to Lagos with the small purse I took to the event, but I'm still hoping that they will call us to come and take something. That they are impressed."
I don't understand.
Well, she's still hoping that President Jonathan will call and say, "Well, I loved your movie,
well,
and I think you're a talented actress, so take this envelope."
But she just contradicted herself. First, she's like, well, I didn't want anything. I just wanted them to watch the movie and have their blessings and, you know, give their blessings. And now she's saying she wants money.
There's nothing wrong in saying, "Look, I went there just to show my talent. And right now, I feel that if the president likes my work, he should at least show some support with an envelope. That's not everybody likes support.
Yeah, but don't contradict yourself and say all you just want is blessings when you know you want an envelope. That's what I'm saying. You make it straight from like, oh, he didn't give me money, but I wanted money. I need money. Then we understand that that's where you're coming from. But secondly, about her dress.
What do you think about that?
I think it's so inappropriate. Omoni Oboli, the Western people who created this dress would not even wear it to their president. They won't wear it to anything, any function that has to do with the president. They won't wear it to the White House. You see when Beyonce exposes her body, they all do. But when they have to go see the president, they dress appropriately. They cover up. You saying you didn't have anything, but you had to allow the cut to be up here because you didn't have anything, it won't show. It's so inappropriate.
Well,
it is so inappropriate.
She's saying the angle in which the picture was taken was what exposed it like that.
But straight up, you can see the cut is up to this point. Who wears that kind of cut? I can't. Even TV, you sometimes can't do that. And then you go to see the president and you decide that of all days, that day is so perfect for you to wear a cut that reaches almost your belly button. I think it's so inappropriate, and I would not even side her on this. I love her acting. I think she's talented. I think she's an awesome actress. But it was so inappropriate. Stop giving excuses to say the angle and it was wrong.
Okay, truly, yes, the cut was pretty deep.
Yes.
And I don't know, at a point it looked like the president wasn't looking directly to her face or something.
No, he was looking at her face. I saw that picture. He was never looking at her.
I think it's the angle in which I was looking as well. But really, Omoni is an amazing actress, and as much as we want to criticize her, please let's take it easy with her. This is it feels like this is the first time she's meeting the president, shaking him and all of that. She wanted to make a good impression, but she didn't know that Nigerians, as usual, will always wait for you to show up with something, and then they have
Honey, dress appropriately and we'll have nothing to say. We love that fact that she could go all the way to Asa Rock to portray and say this is what the movie industry has so far, but do not dress like that again to anywhere that has to do with dignitaries.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I would move on now. You all know Toni Payne, right? Well, she's the ex-wife of music artist Nice. Well, Toni got into the whole celebrity dishing advice to fans trend after reading a heartbreaking mail from a fan. Then she took to her online page to warn ladies to desist from dating broke men. Well, you heard that right. According to her, she says she's now wise enough to know that dating broke guys isn't the best.
Well, in her tweet, it seemed the lady in question helped a guy through school, and the guy later dumped her when he graduated and got a job, saying she wasn't the best for him. In one of her tweets, she says, "I don't mess with broke guys doesn't mean I'm a gold digger. It simply means I will not go out of my way." Sounds harsh, right? But it is what it is. Sometimes the truth can be bitter. But really, I quite understand what she's trying to say, and it sounds like she's saying it based. Anyway, she mentioned it based on experience, but I don't understand which part of this experience she's talking about. Is it the one with Nice?
I don't know if Nice was broke when they were dating or when they got married.
Was she trying to talk about?
But talking about men leaving girls and girls leaving men, of course, it's not just one-sided. We have girls who men have taken through school, and then when they get off, they find out I'm too educated for this man. I need to move on to the next one I met in university.
Hello?
You know what I'm talking about? But, we should always understand that it's not just one-sided. There are men who send ladies to school, and at the end of the day, they leave them at the end of the day. But there are also girls. Why would a girl train a guy through school? My darling, I just see it as, sorry, it might sound harsh, but it's so stupid to do that.
Does it sound like she was gullible?
No, she knew what was coming after all. So if you're going to send a guy through school and expect him to come out and still, that's just, I don't know what that is.
But then it's unfair when a girl supports you through school. Well, I think she made a mistake. You supported the guy through school. Fine, that was your choice. He didn't promise to marry you.
Exactly.
He didn't say.
He probably did.
It was a condition. You support me through school, I will marry you. He didn't say that.
That just screams
if it
desperate
doesn't work out, it means, okay, fine. That was just what God sent you to do, to push him a step up and move on with your life.
Yes, from now on, call yourself a humanitarian. You sponsored someone through school.
Oh,
and just forget about the fact that you guys were dating or whatever. Just say, you know what, I have done good in my lifetime. I sent someone through school, yes. So you don't have to worry about...
Every other lady out there should be wise about this. I mean,
actions like
there's a limit
this,
to what you can do for a man. I'm not saying don't support your man. You can support your man, but don't take up the responsibility. You're not his mother. Don't take up the whole responsibility.
So what's he doing for you? I'm just desperate. I'm just curious, you know. Things like this, actions like this just screams desperation.
Desperation, that's true.
You're so desperate. It's just desperation, pure desperation. You want someone to get married to you, but well, sorry. But Toni Payne, nice one. Big ups to you. I don't know what experience you have related to this. No, I don't think so. Nice was always rich.
Well, do you know? You're so certain about that. I wish you guys could see what is going on in the studio right now. The men in the studio are totally against what we're saying.
Yes, the same we have to pay. There's no problem with women actually paying and footing bills of their men. I'm totally against that.
For real, if you do that, the men would just cross their hands, read newspaper all day, and expect.
And who buys the newspaper?
The woman, of course. No, for real. But
unacceptable.
We are not saying don't support your man. Support your man, but please be wise about it. Don't send him to school.
If I buy him boxers on his birthday with handkerchief, so while he's cleaning his sweat, he's remembering you. That is good enough. Or buy him a cake and say happy birthday. But you talk about paying a man's school fees all through school. Come on, don't you have bills?
I wonder.
Buy yourself a nice pair of shoes with that money.
Anyway, before people start to buy stuff around, let's get to the next story. Now, from one celebrity advice to another. Well, this time, son of Abamiada himself, Seun Kuti, thinks that married people should be mandated to stay together until the kids are 18 years of age.
The father of one donut married says he does not believe in the institution of marriage, but thinks that there should be a law that forces married people to stay together whether they want it or not, until the kids are of teenage age. Now, Simo, do you agree with him?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes,
I do. You are so fast, I couldn't even land. Oh, yes, I do. You're waiting for that story.
I agree. No, the rate at which divorce is, you know, getting high, it's crazy. I mean, if you decide, if you sleep with a woman and she gets pregnant for you, hello, take responsibility of the child and stay together until the child is 18.
I need to ask this question. Of recent, we see that kids are now the reasons why people are getting married. Is that okay?
No.
Because we see that people get pregnant and then it's like, oh, you have to marry me, I'm pregnant for you now. Okay, let it be a wedding, let it be this traditional and I need to move into your house, you're not my husband. And sometimes it's not even based on love. They don't love each other, they just have a child together and that's his next. And then you see that these women or these people, they're not happy in that marriage.
Right.
So if he's saying, you know, have a child and then before you even get pregnant and start be married first, be in the institution of marriage and stay together forever. The people married for 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, they don't have two heads. But what's going on these days, it seems the whole Western has gotten to us.
We're watching too many movies. Yeah, we're watching too many love, romantic stories.
The Western culture has just taken over.
And we just assume that we can inculcate it into our culture.
But at the same time, do not stay in an unhappy marriage. I do not support that. If it's not treating you right, if it's not, that's why it's essential to actually court for a long time. Court for a while, know who you're dating. At least for 2, 3 years, 6 months sometimes, you don't know the person really, and then you just get into it.
Nancy, even when you date someone for 10, 13 years, you can never know everything about him.
You will know.
No, you can't know everything.
You must know.
Everything.
I will know to the primary school who taught him.
No, those are basic things. Look, people change every day. A man that, you know, snores today, tomorrow he might not snore. A man that cheats today, tomorrow he might not cheat. A woman that lies today might not lie. People change every day. The only thing is that when you meet someone that you love, you know, every day you're learning to understand the person, you're learning to live with the person.
But know what you can live with before you're married.
Exactly.
Know what you can, that's what I'm saying. Know what you can live with. Know if this person changes tomorrow, I can still live with him. Then just be like, oh, I love the way he walks and the way he smiles. Let's get married, you know, and then he says, what's up? And then you're ready.
Having a kid is the wrong reason to get married. If you're pregnant for someone or someone is pregnant for you, that's not a good reason to say, okay, we must get married.
And like Fumi Yonda says, if you're going to get married and then start to have kids, probably 2 years, 1 year, because
after
you need to enjoy the marriage least. You need to know what it's like to be married and just have you and your partner before kids come, because once kids come around, it's so much chaos. That's the truth. You don't have time, as much time as you have for your husband anymore. It's not your kids. Are you sure
that works in our culture, in our
It works all around the world. It's a human nature.
From your in-laws. You've been married 1 year, 2 years, you don't have it. Well, the truth is, for once, I support Sheun Kuti. Whether you're married to this person or not, the moment you have kids, stay together until the child is 18. For the sake
of the kids.
After when the child is 18, you can go your separate ways.
Exactly, exactly. For the sake of the kids.
Graduating with a good grade and without a job can be really frustrating for a graduate. And it is said that it's only the smartest that survive.
Well, that's how to describe this 22-year-old Nigerian graduate, Alfred Ajadi. Alfred, whom after graduating with a degree in marketing and applying for over 300 positions and has been unlucky, decided to take a radical approach to job hunting.
Well, determined to land his dream job, he decided to hand out CVs to company bosses commuting into the city of London through Waterloo train station. Alfred stood at the entrance to the busy station holding a sign stating Marketing Graduate BA Honours 2-1 Coventry University. His direct approach received a warm response from commuters, with many stopping to discuss potential positions.
In his words, he says, and I quote, "I'm interested in marketing and advertising. I realize that there are thousands of students out there using the same old methods of applying for jobs online and through recruitment agencies, and so I thought I'd try something a little different. I got up early and went to the station. At first, people just looked at me, but after about 10 minutes, people started stopping and talking."
Well, Alfred added, "I've already had some phone calls and I've got an interview. The support was great. One man even bought me a cup of tea and told me, good luck." Meanwhile, Alfred has worked as a waiter while studying and has taken positions as an intern in the music industry in a bid to boost his job prospect. Also, a photo of him giving his phone number to one of the commuters circulated on Twitter, which has got huge support and retweets from popular people.
Oh yes, and then one of those popular people actually stated and said, you know, it's better than those who will sit at home and mourn and, you know, talk about how things are not good and the government isn't helping them. He stood up and took the shame, took everything and stood at such a public place, a train station. They have thousands and hundreds of people coming, and he wasn't even scared and worried that, you know, his peers or his schoolmates will come and try to take the train, and then we'll see him and then they'll be like, you know, what are you doing here? You see you're still jobless, Abi. But I hope it works for you. He wasn't. He stood there, and then funny enough, it brought up good vibes all around the world. Everybody saw it and had positive things to say. People saw nothing but positive things. Everyone is like, you know, good luck to him.
I really like the fact that he dressed up for what he wanted.
Yes.
You know, and I'm wondering, will this work in Nigeria? Will a Nigerian graduate, you know, go somewhere, maybe a BRT bus, maybe a BRT bus park, or where exactly?
You can go to the airport and just hold it and be like, you know,
really work?
Well, most people are too. I don't think any Nigerian really want to do that because they feel, oh, they think I'm a beggar. You know, they think I'm a beggar. No one wants to take the shame of standing when loads of people commute every day. We go to the airport, there are thousands and hundreds of people flying, you know, commuting that same route. So people are going everywhere. So when you stand there and you think about your peers, or, you know, that uncle of yours or your aunt or your friend or that girl you've been toasting for a long time, coming to pass and see you with your suit, and you're just like, no, I don't want to do that. I'll sit at home and continue to mourn.
But do you think that even if you find the courage to do that, go to an airport and do all of that, will this Nigerian bosses, the people who have the power to employ you, will they take you seriously and say, oh, okay, this is a great approach, I will employ you, or okay, call me, blah, would they do that?
You never know. He never knew as well until he did that.
That's not Nigeria.
Well, Nigeria might work. It's never been done anywhere in the world. He was the first person. I think he's the first person to ever do this. He thought about it and thought, you know what, I'm going to go out there and be desperate. If that's what it means, I'm desperate. It's okay. I'm going to be desperate. So he thought about it. So if you're going to do the same, of course, we'll call you copycat first because you copied somebody.
Copied someone.
And then you just might be lucky enough to get people stop, and, you know, you never know. Faith moves mountain. That's what I believe.
I hope one graduate in Nigeria takes up, tries something like this, something different to try and get a job. And if you finally do, do? Please do let us know. Let's talk about it. Let's celebrate your courage. And of course, thank everyone who actually offered you a job.
Yes.
Okay guys, let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll find out what the Ice Bucket Challenge trending around the world is all about and what it has to do with Nigerian celebrities, and how did on-air personality Toolz get her heart broken.
Also, a Nigerian Hollywood actress wins big at the Emmy Awards, and also find out why comedian Princess's marriage ended in less than a month. All this and more you will get to know on The Squeeze when we get back. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay with us.
Life is a game of chance, and only the risk takers can truly make it. It's all about time. It's all about the right numbers. It's all about the money. Nigerians love to play the lottery.
Okay, welcome back. Now, in case you've missed the latest craze to hit the web, the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge is a campaign currently dominating social media. It all started by Peter Freites, a former baseball captain with motor neuron disease. The Ice Bucket Challenge aims to support and raise awareness for atrophic lateral sclerosis,
yes,
ALS. It's actually a kind of disease.
Sclerosis, yeah, it's about the neurons and... Well, now participants had to throw a bucket of icy water over their heads before nominating at least 2 others to also complete the challenge. The idea is that those who refuse to complete the challenge have to donate to charity. But many decided to make a contribution to either the ALS Association or other organizations to support motor neuron diseases, as well as pouring ice water over themselves.
Well, celebrities have been eager to get involved with the campaign and have been nominating other famous people to take part. Now, this trend has hit Nigeria as usual. Now, more and more Nigerian celebrities are doing the same. The likes of Oprah Winfrey, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jennifer Lopez, Kevin Hart, and other Hollywood celebrities have had their challenge. While in Nigeria, the stars like Don Jazzy, Iyke, Denrele, Genevieve Nnaji, Davido, Korede Bello, Ice Prince, Peter Okoye, Fade Ogunro have all done the same.
Now, after the display of challenge by some of our Nigerian celebrities, others have come out to castigate this gesture. The likes of Ghanaian actress Jocelyn Dumas and Yvonne Nelson, as well as movie director Charles Novia, are totally against this campaign by Nigerian celebrities. Yvonne Nelson, who was nominated by Inyanya to take the challenge, went on social media to turn it down, saying, "Africa, let's face our own problems and issues. People in my country don't have potable water to drink, and you display your ignorance on my post?"
Then Jocelyn went on to say, if you really want to raise awareness on issues, we can start with malaria, cholera, Ebola, or the Chibok girls. Hashtag let's get real. Hashtag cholera show me how you wash your hand challenge. While Charles Novia says, disease when they kill una people for here, na Ebola virus. Una not take picture with sanitizer or showing that una they wash hand to spread awareness. They just want to trend on what foreign artists do for a good cause. Now, what do you think about this, Nancy?
Well, I totally support Yvonne Nelson because I know she started the whole, and the fact that I don't know what sits with Inyanya and Yvonne Nelson. I'm going to deviate a little from the topic, but he seems to always try to talk about her when it's an interview, or now he had this and he had to nominate her. So I think it kind of irritated her a bit, and then she went on to say, Nigerians, of course, Africa, we have our own problems, and then it hit America, and we saw, oh, it was actually fun. Someone pours ice water on you and you can scream, and everybody knows how you scream, and then, okay, let me do that too. So everybody found that as some type of way to have fun. But what they don't know is $10,000 is being donated by almost every celebrity who does or does not. So when you tell you do and you don't want to, even without some of them still pour the water on their body, but they still go ahead to pay at least $10,000 to support this. But Nigeria, where's the ice water? bring the Exeter. I point to myself, me too, I've done it. How much have you contributed? Why don't you leave that and support? Of course, I don't see us as Africa is Africa, America is America. I see us, we're all one. The whole world, we're all one. So if something is going on here, let's all support Chibok girls. It wasn't anything to do with America, but they all came out, and you saw Anne Hathaway with the signboard, the placard, and she was, you know, trying to have some campaign on the streets. So let's not come up with that Africa is my own, America is their own. They always support us too. So let's try not to say we're all one. The whole world will one. But see, you guys have to understand the necessity of this thing. If you're going to do that, also support, pay, put in money. Don't do it for fun because ice water is cold and you can scream when you do that.
I think that here in Nigeria, some of our celebrities, they lose a little bit of focus sometimes. When things are really important, things that are supposed to be, for you to, things that you're supposed to really do because you understand it, we don't do it. We seem to bring out fun out of everything. Now, this disease they're campaigning about, I want to bet that, I love you, Don Jazzy, I love you, Genevieve, I admire the both of you, but I think you understand little or nothing about the disease. So this campaign they're doing, they just did it based on, let's just do something. Let's just okay, since this is what these people are doing, we should do it as well. And it's fun. And I understand what, for the first time, I think I'm going to support Charles Nouvier here. I think that these people should do more awareness about Ebola, about malaria, about cholera. It is good that they're doing this campaign, but as much as you do this, please make sure that you're creating awareness about what you're doing, not just do a challenge without even saying anything. It feels like a game now. It feels like we follow every trend without passing. These people are role models. Let's
exactly,
you know, point this out. And everybody, young people looking at you, we pick up from one thing or the other that you do. And they watch Genevieve throw a bucket of cold water on herself. They don't know what it means because she did not say anything that really
about it. And you know, all they just do is just nominate, and they don't talk about how they've supported. But I like to also say Yvonne Nelson was so right. Potable water sometimes is so hard, and then you throw a bucket of water, which some people don't even have to drink. It's something else. So she's so right, but at the same time, let's not try and do the Nigeria is our own, America is our own. America has come to our aid, Africa's aid a lot of times, you know. So let's try and make sure that, you know, we're all one. Those people outside the country, they're only white, but it's still they that suffer through, they suffer that ALS, whatever. They're human. So we have to also speak like we have compassion for them, and not just be, you know, be compassionate. You know, don't just be like, oh well, it's not our, it doesn't happen to Nigeria, it doesn't have to.
I mean, when we had the Chibok girl issue,
they came up. Ebola now, they're all trying to see if they can send vaccines to us to save us. So please let us be a bit sensitive on issues like this. But at the same time, she made a very, very clear point. I think they shouldn't just do it because they want to or because they can, but they should do it for the right cause.
That's true. That's true. Now, comedian Damilola Adekoya, better known as Princess, has finally opened up about how her marriage ended in less than a month. According to her, she says the marriage was already over a few days after the wedding took place, but she kept it a secret to avoid shame.
Oh my goodness. When asked if she was shocked with the kind of publicity her broken marriage generated, here's what she said. I was shocked. People called me from all parts of the world, including China. Some people cried, while some people felt really happy. Some guys said they were happy my marriage ended. Some said they were not happy that I even married the guy. Some said I looked older than him. Some said my marriage shouldn't have ended. Just like that, people talked and talked.
I really don't know what to say. But like everyone who is curious to know if Princess was ever in love with her ex-husband, she said, and I quote, I got married to somebody who I was in love with. At that time, he also said he loved me. Unfortunately, the marriage ended too soon. It was due to irreconcilable differences. No marriage should end, but peradventure it does. Don't make a mockery of that person.
She went on to talk about if she and her ex-husband would remain friends. Well, she says, I don't think you should call him my ex-husband because we were together for less than 1 month. Anyway, I don't know where he is. We have moved on. First, let me just quickly put this in. What did you say? Because you guys were together for less than 1 month, he's not your husband?
You read my
mind.
There
was a wedding.
Once
there is a wedding and then the priest ordains the both of you, man and
wife. I do to him.
You are just, it doesn't matter if it's overnight. The next day, if you want to divorce, you are a divorcee and you guys go your separate ways. I'm not trying to be insensitive about this, but don't go ahead and say, it's not my ex. You've been married. He's your husband. He's your ex-husband. You know, so don't bring that ridiculous statement.
Nancy, there's a lot of comments people have been making about the husband. Some say he looks poor. Some say the wedding looks cheap. Some say she looks older than him. I don't get it. How do you judge someone based on what they're putting on? I mean, you can tell if the guy is poor or not. He might be one of those humble, rich guys who just want to cover himself up and not, you know, expose himself and say, oh, I'm rich and all of that. I mean, and then she looks older than him. I don't see that. She's chubby.
And sometimes chubbiness could pass for being older than somebody because, you know, I don't know about, well, I don't really know about what people wrote and what people said. I think it just got to him. Because
what exactly
there was
would you say got to him?
What I was saying and what I was trying to, you know, put together was the fact that he had never been in a public view whatsoever. He had not come out. Nobody knew about him. Yeah. They did have some engagement with people. Oh, well, I'm now engaged. Look at my boyfriend. Look at my fiance. And people can talk, and you can get used to the fact that, you know, I'm getting married to this celebrity. You know, it was just boom, they were married. I mean, he didn't even get the chance to know what it would be like to be with the celebrity, what people would say, you know, and try to get used to it before he gets married. He just got married, you know, and then he was already out there, and people said so many nasty things about him. They all said so many things mostly about him, how he looked, you know, broke, and he was Princess who was probably feeding him, and probably Princess footed the wedding, and, you know, Princess forced him to marry him, and, you know, everything was just bad, and then, you know, he probably might even be taking care of footing all the bills, but people just made it seem like Princess was footing the bills and he was just there and married to her because she's a celebrity. So I can understand. I don't know if that's what happened, but I just feel like he probably wasn't used to it. And as a man, it hurts your ego when people say things like this, but you have to have tough skin. So people don't have tough skin for that. You have to have tough skin before you can, you know, get it and just, you know, just totally blank that out and say, you know what, I'm married to you, I love you, I'm going to be with you forever. You know?
Well, I hope that Princess finds the courage to go through all of this. And I think she should take it easy. Don't get into any relationship.
She said that already, yes.
You know, just take it easy and find someone who truly loves you for who you are. You are a known
beautiful
face.
woman.
And anybody who comes to you, first of all, they might just get carried away by, oh, she is popular. But let them understand who you are, what job you do, the kind of job that you do. And from there, you can take it to the next level. Okay, so recently, radio personality Toolz got talking about the moment the man of her dreams crushed her heart.
In her words, she says, there was this guy I met during my final year at the university. After a few dates, I was finally brave enough to bring the "where are we" issue. His exact words were, I really like you, Tolu, but I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I had to take a moment to mentally pick up the fragments of my broken heart. Then I smiled at him and said, no worries, it's okay.
And when asked what the biggest lesson she learned from her heartbreak was, she replied, one of the worst things you can do in your life is to lie to yourself and potentially rob yourself of what you truly deserve. Whether it be a relationship, a job, whatever situation it is, do your best to be honest with yourself. If a situation isn't giving you what you need, don't fool yourself.
Oh,
and that is a true word.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
You see some girls, they will be in an abusive relationship and they will still be lying to themselves if it will work out. Oh, this guy will change. And he will beat them black.
All the time. All the time happens. You need to know what you deserve. When a guy isn't treating you right, when your relationship isn't giving you what you want.
Yeah.
And also, even guys as well, both male and female, if your relationship is not what you want and what you envisaged it to be, you better take your bag up and then somebody else waiting for you just ahead. And the fact that she could learn from the fact that, you know, some guy she thought was so there for her. Yeah, no, the guy is just being sincere. Sincere guys like that will make life easier. Yes, because people like to make life complicated. Life is very easy.
I mean, it's good that he didn't lead her on and make her believe, oh, this is a relationship. And he got to about after 7 years, and he was like, actually, I just like you. But
yes, he told her right away, and then she knew where she stood. And I'm sure they'll probably be friends up to today. So, you know, because he was sincere to her.
Ladies out there, if you've been in a relationship for a while, make sure you ask your man that same question. Get to know where you stand with him. If it's not a good stand, please move on.
Yes.
Okay, a big congratulations is in order right now for our very own Hollywood screen diva Uzo Aduba, 33, who played Crazy Eyes on the highly admired series Orange is the New Black.
Uzo made history after taking home the show's first award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy at the 2014 Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Awards in Los Angeles. The actress beat out 5 other women for the award, including co-stars Laverne Cox and Natasha Lyonne.
Aduba's depiction of Susanna Crazy Eyes Warren has been one of the most applauded on the show, attesting that the role is more fitting for her, though not the one she originally auditioned for. Prior to her part as Crazy Eyes, Aduba appeared on the TV series Blue Bloods in 2012. Aduba's admission on being captivated by actor Morgan Freeman, who also presented the award to her, shows just how much of a humble person she's remained after being in the business for over a decade.
Aduba recently told NPR that her full first name, Uzoamaka, means the road is good in her mother tongue, Igbo. Her mother of Nigerian descent is said to have fled from Denrele, Nigeria, in hopes of giving her children a better future.
First of all, I just want to say congratulations to Uzo. This is amazing. Do you know how much people have been talking about this Orange is the New Black thing?
Yes.
And the interesting part is that now this is call attention to everyone who watches movie and do not watch the end credits.
Exactly.
You would never know that this lady actually is a Nigerian. You just watch it and enjoy it, but at the end of the day, it happens that she's a Nigerian and she actually won an award.
Amazing. We are so proud.
It's a big deal for us.
We are so proud. We are so proud. Well, all right, guys, let's go on a short break now. And when we come back, find out which Hollywood star's mother still walks out at age 92.
Oh, yes. And in our random segment this week, one groom-to-be did the most ridiculous thing just to escape getting married. Stay with us right here on The Squeeze because we'll be right back. Meet one of Nigeria's famous batik designer, painter, textile designer, art educator, and gallery owner, Chief Iyke Davis Okundaye. She is known for her colorful batik and paintings that offers a modernist gloss of traditional themes. Now, if I tell you that 92-year-old mother of Hollywood star Sylvester Stallone, Jackie, is still a diva, would you believe me?
Well, for me, at first, I would not believe you because she's old now. But after setting my eyes on her picture, actually working out. Work it out, work it out, work it out. Yeah, I can say she's a really strong diva. Not only does she still rock full makeup, and not only does she still wear minis and sexy outfits, she also works out rigorously. Just look at that. I can't even do that myself. I'm like, how old? She's 92. I can't do that. I don't waste my time. In her words, she says, I don't waste my time going to silly Hollywood parties. You have to be a role model for seniors. And actually, I became a role model for the movie stars at 50 because what they dread more than anything is getting old and shut. But I get more popular as I get older.
Well, she went on to say, Hollywood fears age, but I think old is coming in. We'll all like to get there like me, not on a walker, not in a nursing home. This woman
amazing.
It's funny, but really she's amazing. Look at her. I'm 92. I find it difficult to work out at my age right now. Not to talk of a woman who is 92 and she's working out, she still looks beautiful.
Exactly. Working out just keeps you stronger, makes you fit. And you just last longer on earth. I'm sure. But trust me, she has medics waiting everywhere just in case of anything. They can come to her aid. They won't just let that woman. I can't be running a gym and a 92-year-old woman comes and tell me she's so. I'll be like, wait, I'll have an ambulance waiting outside for you in case anything happens, man. They need to rush you outside. You won't come and die in my gym. Take care of your body, young stars. Do what she's doing. Yeah. You know, maybe with makeup full on. And this is her son. This is Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. You know, he's I've forgotten some of the movies he did, but I love him.
Recently, he actually did Expendable.
Oh,
yes, he did Expendable with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He did that.
Look at him, he's so hot. Oh, Lord God. I
Quit drilling. Now, 23-year-old Alex Lanchester was looking forward to living happily ever after with her fiancé, Tucker Blandford. But alas, those dreams were crushed when her lover faked his own death to avoid marrying her.
How cruel. Well, the love tale began in August 2012 when they both met while working at a campus cinema. And it was love at first sight. In her words, she says, "He was such a gentleman. He showered me with jewelry. We would go out for a posh dinner on the 10th of every month to celebrate the day we got together. I'd never been in love like that before." However, towards the end of her one-year stay in the United States, she became sad at the thought of leaving her man. As Blandford was comforting her, he then asked her to marry him. Overjoyed, she said yes, as this would mean she could move to the US permanently and live with him for the rest of their lives. Or so she thought.
Well, Lanchester then returned to the UK and began making plans for the wedding. However, as the day drew nearer, he began to cancel the visit he was supposed to make to the UK prior to the wedding. Lanchester gave her lover a call, intending to tell him about the lovely wedding dress she had picked out and to discuss other details of the wedding. Then, pretending to be his own dad, Blandford picked up the phone and said, "There's no easy way to say this. I'm sorry to say that Tucker is dead." He then made up a story about how he had been suffering from depression and committed suicide by throwing himself in front of a car.
Distraught, she called Blandford's parents, who said they had no idea what she was talking about. As Blandford was alive and well, it was then she realized he had faked his own death to avoid the wedding. Naughty, naughty man.
Honestly.
Afterwards, he sent her a text message admitting what he had done. "All I ever did was love him. After this, I'm not sure I can trust a man ever again," she said. Lanchester has since moved on and has started a career in wedding business. She makes wedding favors.
Wow, that's the most ridiculous thing any man can do just to avoid a wedding.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you don't want to get married to her, just say it. "I'm sorry, I think I was disoriented when I proposed to you, and right now I think I just want to call it off." It's better. Why fake your own death?
He's a naughty man. He's a very naughty man.
This is weird. Anyway, thank goodness that she's moved on with her life, and he will meet his own in front.
He just probably has this very soft heart and he didn't want to hurt her.
Oh, please. That's a simple excuse for such a wicked act.
I know.
Okay, guys, as you know, we bring you some in case you missed it pictures or videos that caught our attention over the week.
And gosh, do we have loads of pictures, but let's start with this one. With Gideon,
yeah.
And his dog.
That's Tonto DK with
and
her dog.
See, she loves pets, by the way.
I hear her dog is...
And her monkey.
Does she really have a monkey?
I think she does. She said so we have to believe that. And that's Banky W with his puppy. So cute.
Oh.
And that's Flavor with his dog's hand on his something. I don't know what that picture
Not
about.
to do that. But that's
you have to be naked. And this is Barrow and his dog.
You have a pet as well.
I do.
I'm really scared of dogs, and I don't think I can have a dog. I just don't like the fact that they lick your feet and try to. I don't like it. I can't
But
stand it.
dogs are really cute, and they just allow you to be their mother. And my dog literally sleeps on my body like
hell no, hell no. I can wave at them from afar, from a distance, but no. They can't get close to me.
Just a small puppy. She's so cute.
All right, talking about Banky W.
As
you all know, the heat is getting hotter on the biggest music reality show on TV, the MTN Project famed West Africa. Well, over the week, Banky W was a guest judge on the show, and he was thrilled by the performance of the contestants.
Oh yes, he shared his views and encouragement on your various performances. Here's what he said to them.
Rookie, the one thing a computer can't fix is emotion. We can fix tunes, you can use auto-tune, you can do all of those things, but if the emotion isn't there, the song is dead. And you brought that emotion tonight. I just want you to hold on to that. Whatever place you went to, I almost want to give a shout out to whatever ex-boyfriend caused you to reach that place. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful to see, and I personally connected with it. Good job. Ugo. Nice one, nice one. The funny thing was when we were watching the little clip that comes on before you come on stage, TY and I were actually saying that, is this song a little high for him? It sounds like he's straining a little bit. But you came on stage and you blew it away. A Mekus for president. Listen, music is spiritual. It's not it's not just about the voice. It's not just about the personality. It's not just about the diction. It's not just about the image. It's a little bit of everything. And I saw everything on this stage.
Well, that wasn't all. The Mr. Capable himself also got on stage and gave an amazing performance himself.
Let's go! Everybody in the building, get up on your feet right now. Put your hands in the sky. Wave, wave, wave. Everybody now. It goes, ain't no party like a Lagos. Cause we're Lagos. We don't bother nobody with us. Let's go, say, ain't no party like a Lagos. Cause we're Lagos. We don't bother nobody. Listen, cool under pressure, cold ice in my veins. Got the right to eat like a license plate. My flow is danger, I'm Tyson in Vegas. But we can go all night, this is Lagos. So I did a remix, you can kiss mine. I really like to eat, I'm trying to marry mama. I roll with ballers, oh yes I know JJ. If you ain't got it, tell a DJ to replay. I know JJ, the real JJ. Step on the field, let me show you how.
I was there live and I shook my boot.
For real?
Something I can't say
Well,
on TV.
I see that a lot of people enjoyed his performance. Trust me, when Banky W gets on stage, everybody just gets in the mood to dance. And he actually performed the
Lagos
song,
party.
Ain't no party like a Lagos party, cause the Lagos party. Yeah. Were you dancing as well?
I danced backstage. I was break dancing. I was moonwalking.
You and this break.
What?
But I'm sure he had fun there, and a lot of people as well had fun seeing Banky W live.
I had fun.
They didn't get to pay to see Banky W come and perform, so it's a free gift from us to you guys.
Well, with that said, we need to take a breather, and when we return, we will take a look at our top 5 male celebrity fashionistas.
Plus, as always, we'll be ranting to get people in check, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back.
Life is a game of chance, and only the risk takers can truly make it. It's all about time. It's all about the right numbers. It's all about the money. Nigerians love to play the lottery.
Welcome back. It's time for our top 5 countdown for the week. In no particular order, number 5 is Uti Nwachukwu.
Simple, classy, and I like the way he dresses. Yes, and he knows how to manage his dreads.
Yeah, with whatever he wears.
Exactly. He looks corporate, and when he wants to look corporate, he does it perfectly well. Yes. And when he wants to look casual, he does it well. He's such a stylish. I like to call him a style icon, but that's a pretty strong word. A strong word. Yes, very strong. But he's such a stylish human being, and we put him at number 5 because of that, because of his style, his personality. He's a fashionista. Going to number 4 now. All right, at number 4, we have someone very interesting. I'm sure everyone who hears this will be like, what the hell? We have no other than Denrele. Yes, I know. I knew you were going to have this expression on your face, but really, Denrele knows how to get your attention with his kind of outfit. Have you seen this dude wear heels? I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he manages it, but he always comes out looking different. He knows how to stand out. Yes. And that is what I love about him. Yes. He stands out. Yes. No matter how weird his outfit looks, it doesn't mean you have to, go follow his trend. If you don't have the courage to do that, please don't follow his trend. But really, he's an interesting guy to watch on the red carpet. Exactly. Well, standing at number 3 is Mr. Capable himself, our very own man, Banky W. What do you like about Banky W? I like his suit. Whenever he tries to, go on the suit look, it always suits him. He has this sophisticated look, this sophisticated air, this class around him. And when he just came out, when he started with the whole umbrella cover, the Rihanna song, Ebute Meta, he always had his hat on.
all the songs he released throughout the years, you know, from the previous years, he's always had his hat on. When he's out in public, he has his hat on. When he's performing on stage, he has a hat on. And then we got to know that it was because his head was, you know, not so attractive, you know, so he, you know, and at a point, he just, from last year, I think, he was just like, you know what, this is my head. This is the head that they born me with.
I love that part about him. I like the fact that he's able to move from, oh, I wear hats a lot, and now I can go without the hat. And he even looks adorable now without the hat.
Yes, I think his head looks perfectly well. He sits well on him. He was just probably too conscious about it. But now we have accepted Banky W, we have accepted his head. So when he comes on stage to perform with his head, we're like, go Banky, yo.
Quit doing that. Quit saying his head. It's sounding weird. Okay, at number 2 we have the Cocoa Master himself, D'banj.
D'banj is a style icon, no doubt. I'm going to put that out right now. He knows how to dress to suit his body, to suit whatever he's attending, whatever he's doing. If he's on stage, his style is different from when he's on the red carpet. You know, he knows how to balance things up, and he's such a style icon. I like to see him as that.
So who do we have at number 1?
At number 1, we have nobody else but drumroll. Iyke.
I must say that he blew me off when he came out with that suit and that short white suit. I said to myself, Jizz, this guy knows just how to get your attention. And it was beautiful. I don't know why people keep, you know, castigating him, keep criticizing him.
You know the funniest part?
That outfit.
Yes, and guess the funniest part? After he had done that, people had talked about it and castigated him for it, and everybody was all against him and that outfit. He came out in some international magazine, Ebony, and they talked about him being, you know, about that outfit being one of the latest trends for that year, and they made it, I think it was a top 5, or it was just that one, I'm not sure, but you know, they made that one a trend of the year. And guess whose picture was there? Iyke with some other top models, and everyone was rocking it well. And I don't know, for some reason Iyke's legs was just noticeable. When I saw, I was like, this leg looks familiar. Oh, it's Iyke, he's on Ebony, you know. So that leg, Iyke, it's a very big fashion trend. We like the fact that you took a fashion risk, but some legs are not made for some clothes.
No, interestingly, Pharrell, an international music artist, also tried out the same outfit, the same short suit kind of thing, and it looked good. So I think we should, you know, make sure, not like we should make sure, brave man who has fashion sense can try it out and go to work with it.
You have to wear what fits your body. Don't think about what people are wearing.
If you have good legs, yes, you can try it out.
Yeah, if it's not that.
If you have K-leg, bow leg, all of that, please stay away from all of that. All right, guys, that's our top 5 male fashionistas for this week. If we missed out on anyone, do let us know through our social media platforms scrolling on your screen right about now.
Okay, guys, now it's time for us to rant. And here's what I need people to stop doing. All right, please, I know I ranted about this before, probably some time ago, but those who cross roads, pedestrians, I'm also a pedestrian, but I know very well to make sure that when the light is green, it means cars can pass. When the light is red, it means pedestrians can cross. Please, when the light is green, please stay back for your own safety. Do not run in the middle of the road and think that these guys are meant to stop, and because, you know, and then you start to hurl insults at these drivers, thinking they're trying to form, that means they drive, I get car, you're trekking. No, it's safety. Outside the country, they have this particular way, you know, when it's red, the pedestrian part 1 comes green, and then you can cross the road or run and then play tente. And once it's red, once it's green light, you run away. This is the express road for cars to go through, not pedestrians. So please, when you guys, it's annoying because sometimes you end up in that same spot. You can't cross, you can't move further because these guys are just crossing. You see them, they're just like, it's green, you're just there waiting, and then they don't even want to run across. They want to walk and, you know, act like, you know, it's the roads and they're fashionless people. So please, guys, when it's green, it means, I think people just need an awareness for this thing.
When they need to understand what the traffic light is about.
When it's green, it means cars can go. When it goes yellow, it means get ready. When it goes red, it means now you can cross. If anybody tries to hit you, then you know you're right. But when it is green, please allow the cars take over and, you know, cross and whatever, I don't know.
Now, talking about road users, I need to call the attention of people who always have kids on board their cars. It is important that your kid should put on a seatbelt, especially if they're like 4 years older, 4 years upward. But if they're younger than 4, they should have car seats in the car, and you should make sure they are, I don't know how to put it, put on their
strapped in.
seatbelt.
Yes, they're strapped into their car seats.
It's really weird when you see mothers have their cars, and there's this crazy one.
Yes.
Some people have their kids right in front of the what's it called? The front of the seat.
The passenger seat.
Passenger seat.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It is risky. The kids are supposed to be at the back, not in front with you. I see some men try to do some stunts. They're driving with the kid seated on their lap while driving. Who does that? No responsible person puts their child at risk. So please, if you always have your kids on board, make sure they have their seatbelt on. And if they're younger than 4, let there be a car seat in your car for your kids.
Yes.
This is very important for your safety, for the safety of your child. And you don't want people pointing fingers at you.
Exactly.
And if you ever decide to step out of your car to have a long conversation or to cross somewhere, please take your kids out of the car.
Yes, to avoid them from
the bottom of my heart.
Yes, 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 yes. Very nice.
Unfortunately, we have to go now, but we don't leave without saying thank you for sticking with us right here on the show.
Do remember to share your comments, contributions or videos with us on our social media platforms, and catch all the fun with us on GETTV channel 129. Till next week, do have a great weekend and a great week ahead. Bye.